Okay, quick video of the latest work I've done on Phil. Yeah. First off is a gaudy exhaust tip. "4.5 inches of chrome. The thing is about 30 bucks. But there's my exhaust problem I was talking about. That tube right there is a rear tank fuel filler tube, and this is the exhaust pipe, the tailpipe part. There's about an inch clearance right there, so I'm gonna have to wrap this exhaust pipe, maybe wrap that too. And I tell you what, that's it was built as a resonator at the store, but really seems to quiet it down, or not necessarily quiet it down, but make it a more, I don't know, pleasing sound, if you will. It's a little throatier and a little less airy, you know, just a little nicer to listen to. And let's see, got the new water heater installed. I ain't got it wired up yet, but this is not a flush mount door. This is your standard door. Got some insulation all the way around it, or not insulation, sealant, just the stuff you tape on there, you know, when you press it up good and tight. Screw here, that one's loose. Screw here, here, holds the mount to the water heater, basically pulls it up. Then you put all these screws around it, pulls it in to the into the wall of the RV. And then you loosen these two screws up, slip the door on there, flip the door shut, and pop the clip. Kinda. Hang on. Yeah. A little tight fitting, but works for me. Hopefully it don't break off. Sun just came out. That sucks. I don't know about you guys, but 90 degrees is hot up here for me. So, I'm sweating like a pig. Alright, water. Yeah. Standard SureFlow pump works. Got a switch here. This stupid light right here. Can't see it, of course. Yeah, there it is. Stupid light right here. Thing gets hot after it's been on for a while. It's the light that tells you that the water pump is on, or power is applied to the water pump. Then it gets hot. I can just see somebody slapping their leg up against it. So, for some reason, the guy that owned it before me didn't bother wiring that LED up right there. This one right here. I mean, simple solder connection right there. Why not? Just do. Anywho's, water heater. Over here, this is for the 120, for the heater element. I guess generally you plug that directly into the AC, but I'm going to have it switched so I can shut it off. You know, the thing draws about 1440 watts. It said that comes out to about 12 amps at 120 volts. Well, maybe I'm going to be running the AC, and maybe that 30 amp plug won't like that, so maybe I shut the water heater off while I got, or the electric part of the water heater off while I got the air conditioning running. That air conditioner. All the 12 volt wiring out here, this goes to the module, spark igniter, and the control. Here's the module, very simple. Plug it in, plug in the spark, mount it right here, whatever, does its thing, good to go. 3 wires over here. One goes to 12 volt, the other one, the red one goes to switch to 12 volt, turns on and off the 12 volt for it, that runs all the gas. The green goes to the light that tells you if the water heater is on or not, and the blue goes to ground. I might have the green and blue messed up. The diagrams are all on the unit itself. Very simple water hookup. Big old, what are those, copper or brass? Who cares? T-fittings, yeah. Bolts right in. You got to get them puppies screwed down pretty good and get some good Teflon tape on her, because that's what, cast iron or something like that, you know, beefy stuff. Don't use a wrench on these fittings, you'll break them. I bought a bunch of these type fittings. They're called Flair It fittings, FLAIR-IT fittings, and this is 3/8 line. This is what it boils down to right here. Obviously a 90 degree fitting, but you take the end of this off. I got my 3/8 PEX right here. take and you put that fitting in there, you wiggle it on. Well, first you got to put this on, you slide it down, you put that on there, you wiggle it on, you slide that back. Tighten that up good and tight, and hook this end up to your water fittings. Done deal. Piece of cake. No tools. Did the whole thing in about, well, I don't know, it took me about 20 minutes to do my 2 shower lines, my 2 sink lines, which run under here. I'm not going to bother getting down. Like I said, it's hot. Okay. 12 volt works. I got just the external battery charger on it right now, so I'm feeling like charging it off the converter. But anyways, very little pressure in the system. Let that bleed off. There it goes. Hot water, cold water, both bled off. Nothing left. Train's going by. Hopefully that thing ain't gonna bug anybody. So flip on the 12 volts. Pump is running. I wish I had a pressure gauge on this. And done. Light's still on. Water sensor pressurized. Run a little hot water here. Pump just kicked on. Shut the water off. Pump just kicked off. Last night I sat out here and I watched a movie on a portable DVD player, just kind of sitting here. And the whole time I was sitting there watching the movie, the pump only kicked on once. And I think that was pretty near the end. So it ran about an hour and 40 minutes or so before it decided it needed to kick on. Who knows, it might have been gas in the water. I don't know. Or air in the water, you know how it kind of bubbles out after a while. But last night before I came in, or before I went to sleep, I shut the pump off and then let everything sit. No juice to the pump, no nothing. And this morning when I came out here, this afternoon when I came out here, after about, I don't know, 12 hours, it still had pressure in it. Not all the pressure, but it still had a fair amount of pressure in it, so good deal. I think I got that licked. No, I know I got that licked. All I got to do now is put fresh water in it right now because I got well water in it, and you know, sanitize the whole system, run some bleach through it, what have you. What else we got going here? Clock's still right twice a day, 7:30. Next thing is going to be the furnace. Oh yeah, here's another deal. Napa ST80 SB. Sam Tango or Sierra Tango 80 Sierra Baker. That's according to the instruction sheet. When connected as shown, this switch permits unlimited use of auxiliary battery without discharging of main starting battery. Fits golf carts, RV. Is also used as glow plug relay for 80 to 78 Dodge diesel trucks. So this thing must be able to handle some pretty serious juice. And your standard hookup, it's bright again. 3/8 bolts in the small terminals. The only thing is that this thing here requires a dedicated ground or a ground wire, dedicated ground wire, whereas the other one kind of grounded through its through the body. So switch 12 volts right there. 12 volts in, 12 volts out. I got to make bigger wires for that. I'm using what is that, 14 gauge wire? Yeah, I really should change that over to some, like, I don't know, 8 gauge or 4, or just more gauge, less gauge, whatever the hell you want to go, you know. And that's about it for the bi-weekly update for Phil. Bye-bye.